Continue. Everyone, one question for you over here. A man starts his job with a certain monthly salary and earns a fixed increment every year. So people, he is starting with a certain monthly salary, then there is a fixed increment every year. If his salary was 1500 after 4 years, that means after 4 years how much is the salary now? 1500. Then and 1800 after how many years? 10 years. So 1800 after how many years? 10 years. Okay. Now, don't think that it is a question based on annuity or anything, because interest is not there. It's just the increment part of it. Okay. Then, what is his initial salary is the question. The star or the initial salary is how much is the question. One by one, we need to check. Now, people, the star became, or the initial salary became 1500 in how many years? 4 years. Then, the star also became 1800 in how many years? 10 years. That means 1500 became 1800 in how many years? 6 years. Now, can you tell me how much is the increment which is going to get every time? 50 rupees you should get. How do you know that? Because increment, total increment is 300. Then, how many years are there? 6 years. That means 50 is the increment whichever he is getting. Looking at that, you can go for which option? You can try with option A or option B. Try option A. If option A was the initial salary, okay, you can always use option hitting also in order to get the answer. Directly we are going for that. Initial salary is 1300. First year he got 50. That means 1350. Second year he got anyway again 50. 1400. Then third year 1450. Fourth year it is how much? 1500. Then 6 into 300 is how much? 6 into 50 is how much? 300. That became 1800. So which option is the answer? Option A is the answer. How did you get it? Just using option hitting method, you got the answer. I hope you guys understood this. Akshaya, you got it? Yes. Everyone online, are you getting it? Direct answer. Even if you did not take like option hitting also, you could have started with 1300. 1300 after 4 years will become what? 15 into 4 is how much? 200. 1300 plus 400, 200 is how much? 1500. That way also you can go. We are assuming that initial salary is how much? 1300. Then after 4 years, every year increment is 50. That means after 4 years, how much will be the increment? 4 into 50, which is equal to how much? 200. So 1300 plus 200 is how much, people? 500. That is completed. Now, if you are assuming 1300 itself, plus after 10 years, that means 10 into 50. How much is 10 into 50 now? 500. So 1300 plus 500 is how much? 1800. Understood, Soumya? You can go with option hitting method also. If you ask me which is the easiest method, option hitting method is the easiest method over here. Directly you could have done that. Understood, Soumya? Rest of you, everyone got this? Yes. If not, also tell me right away. Yes. Fine. If so, in the question parangal, I'll tell you the method. Okay, something is wrong. Some values are written wrongly over here. So what is given? The ratio of, what is given? Ratio of 5x minus 3y and what? 5y minus 3x is equal to what? 3 by 4. Then find x and y is the question. Can I tell you the shortcut? You will be seeing multiple questions based on this. Multiple in the sense, if you take any question paper, usually one question will be based like this. The method is, you will option hit. Okay. You will option hit and check. Instead of x, you will put 27. Instead of y, you will put 29. Then if that option is wrong, instead of x, you will put 29. Instead of y, you will put 27. If that option is wrong, instead of x, you will put 3. Instead of y, you will put 4. If that option is also wrong, which option will be the answer? None of the above will be your answer. So check LHS and RHS. Can anyone tell me RHS is how much? RHS is equal to 3 by 4. How much is 3 by 4? 0.75. Everyone got 0.75. Now we will try LHS. With which option? Option A or B? Option A. Okay. Option A or B? A. We will check with option A. That means x is equal to how much, people? 27. Y is equal to how much? 29. Now substitute over there. How will you substitute? That means 5 into what? 5 into 27 minus 3 into 29 divided by what, people? 5 into 29 minus 3 into 27. Why? Because it is given like 5y minus 3x. Everyone do it for me in calculator. Find the numerator and denominator, then use click MRC and get me the answer. Divide and get me the answer. 48 divided by 64 is coming into the picture. How much is it, people? 0.75, which is equal to your RHS. So which option is your answer, people? Option A is your answer. I hope you understood the method. Everyone understood? You will see multiple questions in 3 variables, right? There is no other type of question. In 3 variables, if you are getting a question, the question will be similar to this. All the time we will option hit. At the end, we will get the answer. Usually option B or C will be the usual answer. That's what I have seen the trend. So that you will do ingy pingy pongy for option B and C? No. You will find it using calculator. Clear? Sakshini, clear? Everyone? Lipika? Done? Yes? If so, இந்த question பாருங்க. என்ன கொடுத்திருக்க இங்க? இங்க வந்து a seller makes a profit of how much, people? A seller makes a profit of, so a seller makes an offer, not a profit. Seller makes an offer of selling certain articles that can be described by the equation x is equal to, what is given? X is equal to 25 minus 2y. That is the given equation. Everyone is clear with the equation? It is given. Did I do any magic? No. I wrote whatever is given over there. Then x is the price per unit. X is the price per unit means what? One article will cost how much? X rupees. Okay. Then y denotes the number of unit. That means how much is the number of unit is denoted by what? That is y. The cost price of an article is 10 per unit. Okay, per unit, how much is the cost price? 10 rupees. The maximum quantity that can be offered in a single deal to avoid loss is how much is the question. Everyone try to solve it. Then I will solve it along with you. Okay, the timer starts now. Please try. Yes, try. Read and understand. You should understand what is X. Is X selling price or cost price? X is selling price or cost price. Selling certain articles, that means selling price is what? X. Okay. X is what? Selling price. One person told me the answer. Good. We'll check whether the answer is correct or not also. Yep. Try, everyone. Please try it for me. Seven, correct answer. Avoid a loss. Just avoid a loss. Okay. Maximum quantity we should find. Should not go for the minimum quantity. We should go for maximum quantity. Try pannalama? Yes. Can I try, everyone? So what is given? First one is selling price equation is given. Selling price for commerce students, how will you call it? SP. Have you studied that? SP. Yes, selling price. Cost price, how will you call it? CP. Okay. Yes. Cost price. Okay. Selling price minus cost price will give you what? Profit. If you sold something for 10 rupees, the cost price was 5 rupees. How much is your profit? 5 rupees. 10 minus 5 will give you how much? 5. So I will write, people, I think I am teaching the wrong commerce students. Profit is equal to SP minus CP. It is there for you in accounts, right? It is there, right? Costing part of the accounting basics will be there. For sure it will be there somewhere. SP is equal to what? Sorry, profit is equal to what? SP minus CP. Now people, we know the general equation of what? General equation of selling price is given as what? 25 minus 2y. That is the general equation of selling price. Then cost price is given to be 10 all the cases. Then accordingly we can find it. First case you put how many unit? Option A you try. Option A option try. Selling price is how much then? 25 minus 2 into 6 is how much? 12, which is equal to how much? 13. Is it correct? Now put 10 over here. Now 13 minus 10 is how much? 13 minus 10 is equal to 3. Profit is there. Correct. We are getting a profit. Good. Then try second one. Put option B. That is 25 minus what? 25 minus 14, which is equal to how much, people? 11. So 10 is the cost price. Is the cost price changing? No, in the question itself it is mentioned to be 10 itself. So 11 minus 10 is how much? 1. It is a profit. Now try option C. That is, instead of, you will put what? 8. 25 minus 2 into 8 is 16, which is equal to how much? 9. Now 10 minus 9 is how much, people? Minus 1. It is a loss. Now the question is, read the question again. Maximum quantity that can be sold in a single deal to avoid loss. Are they asking for maximum profit? No, they are asking for what? Maximum quantity to be sold at minimum profit. So which is the answer, people? Option B will be the answer, because 1 is a profit. But we are selling how many quantities? 7 quantities. While in option A, 3 is the profit. But what is happening? We are only selling how many quantities? 6 quantities. We need to sell more number of quantities. Answer is what, people? Option B is your answer. I hope everyone understood the method. Okay? Yes. Clear? Pakka, everyone understood this online? Tell me please. If any doubt is there, right away ask me. Don't feel shy to ask doubt. How it is option B, sir? Yes, good question. How it is option B? Selling price in 7 quantities, how much? 25 minus how much per unit? It will become 25 minus 12, which is equal to how much, people? 13. So instead of y, you are putting how much? 7. So, 14. That is how much? 11 you are getting. 25 minus 14 is equal to 11. Cost price is 10. Then profit will be how much? 11 minus 10, which is equal to 1. So we are getting a profit. Now how many quantities are sold? 7 quantities are sold in the second option. While in the first option only 6 quantities are sold. They are asking for maximum quantity can be offered. Okay, Sukrita? Understood that? What is the reason for that? Yes. Final question from this type, because this question we will solve it. Remind me, during chapter 1 we will solve this question, because it's more related to that chapter. Anyway, we will solve a similar question over there also. That time you remind me to solve this question. Okay. In the question, try pannungo. Yeah. Ages based question. This is something you have seen from very young age in 6th standard, 7th standard and all. Again, it is coming to you back. Now, I have seen something in your ICAI papers. Certain times they will ask, you know, NCERT book and all, right? They will directly ask question from NCERT book. Because they kept reference as what? NCERT book is the reference for your CA Foundation examination. Basic reference. Now, logical reasoning they are taking from some banking exam, CAT exams and all. Now, mathematics of finance is the only thing which is taken completely, purely from, which is only there in your book. That is only found in ICAI book. Other than that, everything else is borrowed from one place or the other place. Okay, keep it in your mind. So, you can expect any of the 10th standard question or 7th standard question or 6th standard question you can expect, because this is a 7th standard or 8th standard question. Have a look at this question. Everyone try to solve it. Yes. The present age of a man is 8 years more than thrice the sum of ages of the 2 grandsons who are twins. So 2 twins are there, correct? twins are there. Two grandsons who are twins. That means if I am having a twin, my age will be same as the twin, right? Will it be different? No, it will be same itself. Keep it in your mind. So can I say, let X be the present age of man. Age of man. Okay, I am assuming what? X is the present age of man. Then let Y be the present age of one grandson. Okay, are you getting my point? Y be the present age of one grandson. How many grandsons are there? Two grandsons are there. That means what will be the ages of each? For example, my age is Y. My twin will also have how many age? Y itself. For my age is 5 means his age also is 5. That is the meaning. Keep it in your mind. Now, read the question again accordingly. The present age of the man is 8 years more than thrice the sum of the ages of two grandsons who are twins. After 8 years, his age will be 10 years more than twice the sum of the ages of the grandsons. Age of the man when the grandsons were born is the question. They are not asking for X. They are not asking for X. They are asking for what? Age of the man when the grandsons were born. That means we need to reduce. We need to find the value of X. Then we need to reduce age of the grandson. We need to reduce Y. Then only you will get the age of the grandson, age of the man when the grandson was born. Okay, are you getting my point? Can I start off? Everyone listen carefully. Present age of the man is 8 years more than. So what is the present age? When you read the question, read it just like me. Present age of the man is what? X. We assume to be what? X. Put X is equal to. X is present age of the man is. Is means you can always put an equal to. Present age of the man is 8 years more than. 8 years more than means 8 plus. What if it was like 8 years less than? You will put minus 8. Otherwise, you will put what? 8 plus. If it is less than, you will put minus 8. Okay. 8 plus. Thrice, 3 times. Thrice means what? 3 times. The sum of the ages of two grandsons. What is the sum of the ages of two grandsons? Can anyone tell me? Is it Y or 2Y? 2Y. Why 2Y? Sum of the ages of two grandsons. One grandson is having how much age, Ayush? Y is the age of one grandson. That means two grandsons will have how much age? They will have 2Y age. So into 2Y. So what is the equation? X is equal to 8 plus 6Y is our first equation. I hope everyone understood the first equation. Akshaya, Purinjida, understood this? Yes. Now, next one. After 8 years. Now people, you are now 15, 16 or 17 years old. Correct? You are now 17 years old. Correct? After 8 years, what will be your age? 17 plus 8. Correct. 17 plus 8. For example, now I am 30 years old. Next year, after 8 years, I will be how much? 30 plus 8. Okay. For example, I am X years old. After 8 years, what will be my age? X plus 8. So, after 8 years, the man will be how much? The X plus 8. Okay. After 8 years, I wrote. Till here, anyone, any doubt, tell me. Okay. One time when you solve it, next time and all, it will be easy for you. This is only the one time issue. Next time when you get a question, you will always approach in this manner and get the answer faster. X plus 8 is equal to, his age will be 10 years more than. 10 years more than means 10 plus more than twice the sum of the ages of his grandson. What is the sum of the ages of the grandson after 8 years? People, I will write it here. After 8 years, age of man will be how much? X plus 8. After 8 year, age of one grandson will be how much? Grandson will be how much? Y plus 8. One grandson will be Y plus 8. Y X plus 8. Yes, Soumya, for example, now you are X years old. Okay. After 8 years, you will be how much? X plus 8. For example, now you are 18 years old. After 8 years, you will be 18 plus 8. That is how much? 26 years. That's why I am writing X plus 8. After 8 years, the man will be how much? X plus 8. The grandson, one grandson will be how much? Y plus 8. Okay. Everyone understood that? Now you tell me what is the sum of the ages of two grandsons. Can anyone tell me? It will be 2y plus 16. Why 2y plus 16? One grandson is y plus 8. Then the other grandson also will be what? Y plus 8. So the sum will be how much? 2y plus 16. If so, you are getting the answer sorted. This is the only difficult part, to construct the equation. Then you can solve the equation in whatever way you want to solve. You can solve it. Now open the bracket and accordingly go ahead. So you will be writing it as what? X plus 8 is equal to 10 plus 4y plus how much? 32. So I am taking this 4y to the other side. X minus 4y is equal to how much, people? This 8 to this side means 10 plus 32 minus 8. 10 plus 32 minus 8 is how much, people? Which is equal to how much? 34. So this equation, can I just rearrange so that I can write it in our shortcut manner much faster? Can I rearrange the first equation? How can I rearrange the first equation? Can I write it as x minus 6y is equal to 8? People, two equations are there. X minus 6y is equal to 8 is there. Then x minus 4y is equal to 34 is there. Now what are they asking us? We need to find both the values of x and y. Can you find the value of x for me? X is what, people? In order to find the value of x, you will ignore what? X. Okay. Then up to down or down to up to down or down to up? Down to up. So you will be writing minus 4 into 8. Okay. Then minus of minus 6 into 34. Divided by, what is there? X into 4 is how much? 1 into 4 is how much? 4. Minus 1 into 6 is how much? Minus of minus 6 will become what? One more thing. Look here carefully. X into minus 4. X into minus 4 is how much? That is minus 4. Okay. Coefficient of x is how much? 1. Coefficient of y is how much? Minus 4. Minus of 1 into minus 6 is how much? That is minus 6. Solve it for me. X is how much? Can anyone tell me using calculator? Get me the answer. Which is equal to how much? It will become 32 minus 32 plus 6 into 34 is how much? 6 into 34 is 205 or 204. Divided by how much? Divided minus 4 plus 6. Minus 4 plus 6. How much is it? Tell me. Yeah. Now numerator is how much? 172 divided by how much? 2. How much is how much? Not minus 2 plus 2. How much is it? 86. Everyone got 86. X is the value called as 86. Okay. Now y is how much? You can find y by just substituting it over there rather than finding it separately. That way also you can do, right? Substitute x is equal to here. Put over here. X is 86 minus 6y, which is equal to how much? 8. Okay. From that, 86 minus how much? Minus 8 is equal to how much? 6y. From that, 80 is equal to 6y. How much is the answer? Sorry, not 80. It is 70. 86 minus this is how much? 78 divided by, 78 is equal to 6y. Y is equal to how much? 78 by 6, which is equal to 13. We got it as y is equal to 13. Check the calculation again. Y is equal to 13. Now the question is what, people? Age of the grandfather when the grandsons were born. That means, present age is 86. Presently grandson is how much? 13. So what will be the age of grandfather, age of man when grandsons were born? Where born is equal to x minus y, or it is like 86 minus 13, which is equal to how much, people? 73. Very good question, people. Many people make a wrong answer of going for option A. because they will think that our present age is this much. Usually the question will be present age. If they ask a question, they will not ask a usual question. That is one more thing. Now they ask what? Present age of the man when the grandsons were born. We need to reduce that 13 years of age. Okay. Understood? I will explain everything again for you. So what were the assumptions we made? It's a very good question. X be the present age of the man. Y be the present age of one grandson. That is given. Then after 8 years, what will be the present age of man? X plus 8. Well, after 8 years, what will be the age of one grandson? Y plus 8. Then what is given in the question? Present age of the man is 8 years more than thrice the sum of the ages of the grandson. So X is equal to 8 years more than means 8 plus. Thrice means 3 times of how much? Sum of the two grandsons. Sum of the two grandson means Y plus Y is how much? 2Y. What if it is given like this? Can anyone tell me what if the question was like present age of the man is 10 years more than 4 times the age of one grandson. 10 years more than 4 times the age of one grandson. You will write it as X is equal to 10 years more than 4 times the age of one grandson. One grandson means you will just write it as Y. Directly you write. Did we do any magic here? No. We just add the sum of the two ages of the grandson. It became how much? 2Y. Correct? Then, after 8 years, the man age will be how much? X plus 8. Okay. His age will be 10 years more than twice the sum of the years of the grandson is the question. So, X plus 8 is nothing but 10 years more than means 10 plus. Twice, 2 times the ages of the sum of the ages of the grandsons. Now, you tell me what is the sum of one grandson? Y plus 8. What will be the sum of two grandsons then? Y plus 8 plus Y plus 8. It will be 2Y plus 16. Then open the bracket, rearrange it, solve the equation. You will get 4x, you will get 4y. Then they are asking for what? The sum of the, the age of the man when the grandson is formed. Not formed, born. How much is it? That is present age of the man minus present age of the grandson, which is equal to how much? 73. Understood? Some people will make a mistake. I'll tell you the mistake also. Some assumption mistakes some certain people will make. They will assume that the grandson sum of the ages of the grandson will be Y directly. That time you will get at the end Y is equal to 23. Then you will get another wrong answer. Sometimes that wrong answer will also be there in the question. Sometimes. Okay. Now 63 is there. Likewise, sometimes that can happen to you. Okay. Keep it in your mind. Don't do that mistake. I hope everyone understood this. Yes, Sugrada got it. So, Soumya, right answer. Rest of you, Bavadarani, Niniksha. Are you getting it, Niniksha? In between, you are not there, right? Pujita, Sruti, everyone, Nihida. Yes. Yes. If so, can we go for the next one? This question, remind me. Okay, we will do it. Anyway, that time we will be proud to do this. But still, remind me. Option hitting only, but still. Next one, people, it is called as simultaneous equations in a linear equations in 3 variables. 3 variables means how many unknowns are there? Can you open it? Can you just open it? 1 second, Bhaiya. Sorted. Thank you. 3 variables means how many unknowns are there? 3 unknowns. What will be the highest power? 1 will be the highest power. Why? Because it is linear equation. Now, what are the unknowns? Usually it will be x, y and z. We need to find the value of x, y and z. There is nothing like how I will put x is equal to 3y plus z and substitute over there and get the answer and all. No, we are not going to do that. There will not be any question like that. Our question will always be like this. See this? X, Y, Z are there. Options also X, Y, Z values will be given. We just need to do what? Option hitting. That's how the question will be there for examination. Before starting off, people, how does a linear equation in 3 variable look like in general? Ax plus by plus cz plus d. constant term is d over here, which is equal to 0. This is the general way of writing it. Okay, we will not write that because we will not be getting a question like that. They will never ask how to write a linear equation in 3 variables. They never ask that. Okay, even if they ask, you will look at the option. Power is how much and all, you will check whether the power is 1. If whichever is having power 1 will be your answer. First question, inga parungo, try pannungo, answer kodungo. You can do it. Option hitting. We need to find the value of, okay, the question is incomplete. Find x, y and z. Okay, that is the question. Option A, correct answer. Many people got. Good. Any other answers are also there? You can tell me if any other answers are there. No, right. Everyone got the same answer. Pakka. Done. Sure. Sure. Done now. Yes. One thing, people. Have a look. We need to check one by one option in order to find the value of x, y and z. Now we are going to option hit. Try option A. That means x is equal to all these values are what? Whichever is mentioned first, they all are x values. Whichever is mentioned second, they all are what? Y values. Correct? Whichever is mentioned third, that all are z value. It is always like x comma y comma z. Okay. Now put x is equal to 4 in first option. 4 by 4 is equal to 3 by 3 is equal to 2 by 2, which is equal to how much now? 1 is equal to 1 is equal to 1. That means LHS, middle HS, every HS is equal to equal. Now, look at the next one. We need to put x, y, z. 7x plus 8y plus 5z. How will you write? 7 into 4 plus 8 into 3 plus 5 into 2. Use memory calculation. How much is it coming to be, people? 62, which is equal to your RHS. So which option is your answer, people? Option A. This is the only question or only type you can expect for your examination. Other than that, nothing else will be there. Yes. Now, if you remember from the past, I told you when we were studying chapter number 4, max by 40 is equal to LR by 20 is equal to stats by 40. That means how much is the weightage of max? 40. How much is the weightage of LR? 20. How much is the weightage of stats? 40. If you look here carefully, x by 4 is equal to y by 3 is equal to z by 2. You can directly go for x is equal to 4, y is equal to 3, z is equal to what? 2. That way also you can write it. Okay, but keep it in your mind. Sometimes it will not work. Maybe because it was 8 also, 6 also and 4. That means if I cancel a common factor, it will become what? If I cancel 2 in all the terms, it will become 4, 3 and 2. So we need to check the second equation also in order to confirm the answer. Keep it in your mind. Okay. Either solve pannunga. Option D. Okay. We'll check. Everyone try. I think so. Option D is the answer. Yes. Good. Now. Oh, question is missing. Yes. Question is back. XY divided by x plus y is equal to 20. YZ divided by y plus z is equal to 40. ZX divided by z plus x is equal to 24. We need to check which option is giving you the answer. One person said option D is the answer. That means x is equal to 30, y is equal to 60 and z is equal to how much? 120. I am going to option hit with which option? Option hit with D. We will check whether that assumption is correct or not. Now for that, x is how much? 30. 30 into y is how much? 60. 30 into 60 divided by 30 plus 60, which is equal to how much, people? That is 1800 divided by 90. How much is it? 20, which is equal to our RHS. First one is done. Second one you check. YZ. YZ means 60 into 120 divided by 60 plus 120. How much is it? How much is it? Is it equal to 40, which is equal to your RHS. Now check the last one. The 120 and 30 is coming, right? 120 into 30 divided by 120 plus 30, which is equal to how much is it coming to be? 24. If it is equal to 24, you will say that what's the answer? Which option is the answer? Option D is the answer. Easier, very easy, just basic math. Okay. Now, if you were in school, how will you solve this? If you were in school, you will solve it in another way. You will write xy is equal to 20 into x plus y. From there, you will find the value of x. You will substitute in the second equation. Then from there, you will substitute in the third equation. It will go like this. Is it possible? No, it's not possible for us in the examination hall. I hope everyone understood. Nikita got the answer correctly. Rest of you, Niniksha, Pujita, then Bhavadharani, then Shruti, Soumya, Sugrida, everyone understood this? Yes, Bhavadharani, right answer. Rest of you got it. Soumya also got it. Now, in the question on the try pannunga. Option C. Okay, we will check. அது என்னது ஆன்சர்? அது என்னது சொல்லுங்க. Yes, C. C. Everyone got C? Got C? Yes. And one more question, will you write anything during the time of exam? No, we will just use your calculator. Accordingly we will do it. We will not write anything. Use memory calculation and check. Writing is only for me so that you can refer in the future if you require. Okay. Now, if you ask me this type of question, once you did, you will never forget also. You will, because easy things you will never forget. You'll be like, oh, I know this way. That you will never forget. Again, we will re-narrate in the future. In chapter number 1 also, I'll show you many questions with respect to this. Okay. Everyone, many people are telling chapter option C. Option hit with which option then? Option hit pannunga with which option? C. That means x is equal to 24, y is equal to 9, z is equal to 5. That means 1 by 3 into your calculator, you should accordingly take 24 plus 9 plus 2 into 5, which is equal to how much da? How will you do it in calculator? 24 plus 9 divide by 3, m plus 2 into 5, m plus, then click what? MRC. How much is it? 21, which is equal to how much? Your RHS. First one is satisfied. Now, second one, I will write the calculation method. Okay, not the direct method. I'll write the calculation method. So you will write 3 into 24. Then you will click what? M plus. Correct? 3 into 24. Then you will click M plus. Three into 24. You will click M plus. Then 9 plus 5 divide by 2, you will click what? M minus. Then you will click what? MRC. How much are you getting, people? Are you getting it as 65? Which is equal to your RHS. Almost that's your answer. Then also I will write the calculation method. So you will type x. X is how much da? 24. Then you will click what? M plus. Then x plus y minus z. That is 24 minus 9 minus 5. Then divide by 2, you will click what? M plus, then MRC. Are you getting it as 38 people? Which is equal to your RHS. Which option is the right answer then? Option C is the answer. Right answer, people. So this is the approach. Okay. Don't even write in exam. If you want now, you can make note of it. Other than that, just use the calculator. Directly go for the answer. Good. The final question, people. Have a look at the question. Option A, Pakka. We will try using option A. We will check one by one option. Try option A. That means in calculator, how will you check? 1.5 into 0.2, m plus 3.6 into 0.5, m plus. Then you will click what? MRC. How much is the answer, people? 2.1, which is equal to your RHS. Then second option. Second option is what? Sorry, second question is what? 2.5 into x plus y, right? That means LHS we are finding. LHS is nothing but 0.2 plus 1 multiplied with 2.5 m plus. You got how much, people, or you got how much value without clicking m plus? 3 you got, yes. Then RHS is how much over here? 6 into 0.2, which is equal to 3, which is equal to LHS. Which one, first option, right? 0.5, which is equal to your RHS. Option A is your answer. Except option C, if we add x and y divided by 3, I get decimal number, so I choose. Yeah. One more approach. That approach is also very correct, Soumya. Now, if you ask me, now if you ask me the previous question, if you ask me which one of this question, correct. If you check x plus y, how much is it in first option? 4 plus 9. 9 is how much? 13. 13 divided by 3 is a decimal value. You remember long back when you choose option in chapter number 4, I told you decimals we will not consider for option hitting. It might not give always the correct answer. Then 2 plus 9 is how much? 11. 11 divided by 3 is how much? That is also a decimal value. 5 plus 24, that is also 29 divided by 3, that is a decimal value. So which option is only giving a proper division? 24 plus 9, that is 33 divided by 3, 11. So that way also you can think, but always check for all the options. Okay, because this is an easy question. Don't make silly mistakes. It can happen. Maybe because some decimal value is also giving the answer, that can also happen. So check for all the cases. Now for quadratic equation. Quadratic equation is the most important thing, because most questions will be coming from quadratic equation. Minimum 2 marks can be there. If there are 4 marks question from this chapter, 2 marks will be from quadratic equation, 1 will be from linear, and 1 will be from your last part, that is cubic equation. It is the usual thing. If 4 marks are there, you know, right? Chapter 1, chapter 2 and chapter 3 together can give you how much? 12 marks in total. So usually it will be chapter 3 will be 1 or 2 marks. That means 4 and 6 or 6 and 5, accordingly it will be there. So accordingly you should study this. Okay, quadratic equation. Quadratic equation, what is the power of the variable or unknown value? Highest power of the unknown value? 2. In cubic equation, what is the power of the unknown value? Highest power? 3. Okay, keep it in your mind. The highest power will be 2 in quadratic equation. If the highest power is 2, only we can say that it is a quadratic equation. Otherwise, we will not say that it is a quadratic equation. For example, what type of equation is this? Linear equation in one variable. Now I will say like, oh, it is not like this, sir. It is like 0 into x square is also there. Is it a quadratic equation? No, this one is anyway 0. So it's always what? Linear equation if it is like highest power is 1. So keep it in your mind. The general way of writing is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a cannot be equal to 0. What will happen if a is equal to 0? Can anyone tell me what will happen? Yeah, that means it will become a linear equation. It is not possible. That is the meaning. Then few things we studied in school. I'm just recollecting it for you. C is called as constant. Okay, keep it in your mind. C is called as what? Constant. B is called as what? Coefficient of. You know that, right? Coefficient of x. A is called as what? Coefficient of x square. Keep it in your mind. It is required. Okay, I'll give a random question. X square plus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. Which is the constant term? C is equal to 6. What is the value of B over here? B is equal to what? 5. Then here A is how much over here? 1. So these are the coefficients. Okay, accordingly you should remember, because we require when when we find roots of the quadratic equation. Now the next question is coming in your way, people. How many roots are there? 2. How many zeros are there? 2. How many solutions are there? 2. Why? Because the highest power is 2. That means 2 numbers can satisfy. Now one question for everyone. X square is equal to 16. What is the value of x? X is equal to how much? Till now you were taking like always it is equal to 4. Till now. In all the other chapter we took like x is equal to positive 4. Correct? Now if you ask me, x can have 2 possible values, plus or minus 4. Why plus or minus 4? Because what is the square of minus 4? Minus 4 square is how much? Yeah, it is also what? 16. 4 square is what? That is also 16. So 2 possible values are there. Keep it in your mind. Square root of 16 will give you what? 2 possible values, that is plus 4 or minus 4. Keep it in your mind. It will help you out in the future. Now, Inga, this is what we have studied long back. Roots of a quadratic equation mentioned like this is how much? The minus b. Okay, minus coefficient of x plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac divided by what? 2a. This is the root of quadratic equation. Now if you ask me, there are 2 roots. One root is what? For example, one root is alpha. That can be written as minus b plus root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Other root beta will be what? The minus b minus root of b square minus 4ac divided by what? 2a. Keep it in your mind. Okay, people, it will be helpful for you in the future. Okay, make a note of it. 2 roots are there. We will usually assume the 2 roots are alpha and beta. Once this chapter is completed, we have 7 more chapters. From the 7 more chapter, chapter 1 has high weightage. Rest of the chapters, probability and theoretical distribution is there. That also is good chapters. Together only you can study. If you don't know probability, you will not be able to study theoretical distribution. One of the easiest chapters. The problem is maybe you wouldn't have studied it in the same way. Solution means what? Solution means what? Any idea? Solution means mixing some water and all? No? What do you mean by solution? Any idea? No, not that solution. With respect to our quadratic equation, I said solutions, right? Roots. Not fruits, roots. Roots means what? Whichever satisfy the equation. Okay. So, solution for this equation means what? If I substitute, for example, x value is 1. If I put 1 over here, what will happen? If I put 1 over here, the entire equation should be equal to what? 0. LHS and RHS should be equal to 0. That is called as solution. I'll give an example. Which quadratic equation I told you before? The x square minus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. Okay, this is the given quadratic equation. You should find me the solutions or you should find me the roots. Now, what is the formula? Minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. You are like, I know in factorization method I can find it faster. We will not be using factorization. I'll show another method in the future. Factorization is not needed. If factorization doesn't work, we will use what method? This formula method only will work. Okay. Now, which is equal to, instead of b, who is sitting here? Minus 5. That means minus of minus 5 will become what? Plus 5. Plus or minus root of b square is how much? B square is minus 5. The whole square is 25. Minus 4 into a is how much? 1. C is how much, people? 6. So 4 into 6 is how much? 24. The entire thing divided by 2 into a is how much over here? 1. So divided by 2. Now take the calculator. First root. First root is what? Alpha is equal to 5 plus root of 1 divided by 2. Second root beta is how much now? 5 minus root of 1 divided by 2. Root 1 is how much, people? 1. Root 1 is how much? 1. Now you tell me 5 plus 1 by 2 is how much? 6 by 2, which is equal to 3. That is alpha. Beta is how much? 5 minus 1 by 2. That is how much? 4 by 2, which is equal to 2. So alpha and beta are how much? What are the roots of the equation? 3, 2. Now I will show you how is it becoming a solution. Okay. Put 3 over here. Instead of x, you put 3. That means 3 square minus 5 into 3 plus 6. 3 square is how much? 9. Minus 15 plus 6, which is equal to 15 minus 15, which is equal to what? 0. That means it became LHS is equal to RHS. That's why we are saying that particular value is the solution. Put x is equal to 2. 2 square minus 5 into 2 plus 6 is equal to 0. 4 minus 10 plus 6 is equal to 0. That is 6 plus 4 is how much? 10. 10 minus 10 is equal to 0, which is equal to your RHS. Understood the base? Everyone is clarified with it? Soumya, is it clear for you? Rest of you? If so, we are going to learn something more. Okay? This is not the usual question. This is not the usual question they will ask for exam. Also, few things. Most important things are this. Sum of the roots. So people, two roots are there, alpha and beta. Sum of the roots means then what? Alpha plus beta. Correct? Alpha plus beta is the sum of the root. If one root is alpha, other root is beta, we will say sum of the root is equal to alpha plus beta. Is equal to what? Minus b by a. When you put alpha value is how much? Minus b plus root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Beta value is how much now? Minus b minus root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. You are getting it as how much? Minus b by a. Or in general, you will say that sum of the roots is nothing but what? Coefficient of x divided by minus coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square. Very, 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 very important. All the questions can be solved with this idea. Almost all. Why? Because we require the second person also. Product of the root. Okay. Make a note of it, people. Sum of the root is what? Minus coefficient of x. Whatever may be the coefficient of x, we will write with a minus sign divided by coefficient of x square. Now I will ask you a question, people. What is the sum of the roots of this one? 2x square minus 5x plus 25 is equal to 0. Sum of the root is how much? Sum is equal to minus of, what is b value? Minus 5 divided by a value, that is 2, which is equal to 5 by 2. Sum of the roots is equal to 5 by 2. That is called as sum of the root minus coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square. Then we are going to the second one. Product of the root. That is nothing but alpha into beta. That is nothing but constant term divided by coefficient of x square. There is no minus sign. Remember. Okay. For quadratic equation, there is no minus sign in front of the constant term when we are finding product of the roots. Clear up? Everyone? Done? So what all things we learned? First we found the solution of quadratic equation. How are we finding the solution of quadratic equation or the roots of quadratic equation? Minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac divided by what? 2a. Okay. One root is alpha, other root we are calling it as what? Beta. Then what is the sum of the root? Alpha plus beta. How much is it? Coefficient of minus coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square. Then what is product of the root? Constant term divided by coefficient of x square. Okay. I think you had a nostalgic ride over the last 7th standard, 8th standard and 9th standard, whatever you have studied. Right in front of you, it's here. Right. You studied it in 7th, 8th and 9th, I guess. In 10th standard, it was there in detail. Yes. Now, we will solve a question. Okay. Will you go and solve the roots? It is actually given in the question. You will option hit and check which is giving LHS is equal to RHS. Okay. Try people. The timer starts now. Everyone. Roots are given in the option. So substitute in the question and check which is giving LHS is equal to RHS. Both the roots you should substitute. Otherwise, it will not be the answer. Try go. Which option? Correct. Right answer. Nihida. Option A. Right answer. Right answer. Try. Given a quadratic equation, x square minus 6x plus 9 is equal to 0. What are the roots is the question. Now, easiest way is what? You can option hit. Option hit over here. Option hitting means option hit. You are going to option hit here with the first option. That means instead of x you are putting 3. That means 3 square minus 6 into 3 plus 9, which is equal to how much da? 9, which is equal to 9 minus 18 plus 9, which is equal to 0. Actually, first root and second root, both of them satisfied. That means option A is your answer. Okay, since one of it satisfied, the other should also satisfy. We will check whether minus 3 is also giving it. Try minus 3. No. Minus 4 or 4 you try. It is not giving. None of them are giving. Only one option is giving the answer for you. Now, can I show you another shortcut? It is actually will help you in many other chapters. Not in this chapter, many other chapters. Can anyone tell me what is the sum of the roots here? Minus of minus 6. Okay, minus 6 is the b value. Okay, that means sum of the root will be what? Sum will be equal to 6. Can anyone tell me what is product? Product is 9. Constant term divided by coefficient of x square is 9. So people, think about it. We don't know the options. Okay, I am randomly telling you. Sum is 6. Product is 9. Which two numbers will give sum as 6 and product as 9? 3 and 3. 3 into 3 is how much? 9. 3 plus 3 is how much? 6. That way also you can keep it in your mind. Okay. Sum of the roots and product of the roots, if you know, you just substitute over there. That way also you can get the answer. 3 plus 3 is equal to 6. 3 into 3 is equal to 9. Next one. Sometimes they will give the roots. Okay. In the question, they will give the roots. They will say that the roots are alpha and beta. They will give it in the question. They will say that roots are alpha and beta. Then they will ask us to find the value of the quadratic equation. Okay. They will give the roots in the question and they will ask us to construct a quadratic equation. Make a note of it, people. How to construct a quadratic equation? Quadratic equation is nothing but x square minus of sum of the roots into x plus product of the roots. Okay, keep a note of it. Very, very important. It will be useful for you in this chapter or in some other chapter in the future. Okay. You remember one question we have from chapter 4, we still haven't solved. You remember? It is based on this. Make a note of it. X square minus sum of the roots into x plus product of the root is equal to what? 0 is the general way of constructing a quadratic equation. I hope that everyone made a note of it. Pakka? Everyone made a note of it? Yes. Now, few questions I want to ask you, da. Do you remember the identities which you studied in your school? A plus b the whole square. A square plus 2ab plus b square. Everyone remember that? Okay. Then what is a minus b the whole square? A square minus 2ab plus b square. Then what is a plus b into a minus b? A square minus b square. You remember all those things, right? Then what is a plus b the whole cube? A cube plus b cube plus 3ab into a plus b. Okay, sir, why is he asking out of all of a sudden? Because nowadays nowadays questions in chapter number 2 are, or quadratic equation are more connected to our basic identities. Make a note of the identities if you forgot it. A plus b the whole square is what? A square plus 2ab plus b square. Then a minus b the whole square is what? A square minus 2ab plus b square. Then what is a plus b the whole cube? That is nothing but a cube plus b cube plus 3ab into a plus b. Make a note of it. It will help you in certain questions. These three are important. Okay. Now we will start, people, with our first question. Once you complete it, you tell me, so that we will go for the first question. Yes. Okay. Sometimes you would have studied it in school like this. 3ab into a will become what? 3a square b plus 3b square a. Sometimes you would have studied that way. That and all are fine, because we will study it this way. I'll tell you the reason in few minutes. Now tell me, which of the following equation are having the roots, not some of the roots, roots 3 and 15. 3 and 5, sorry. Make that change. There is a small mistake over here. Which option is given? Option B. Okay. Roots are alpha is equal to what? 3. Then beta is equal to how much now? 5. Alpha plus beta is equal to how much then? 8. Alpha beta is equal to how much then? Product is equal to 15. 3 into 5 is equal to 15. So in general, how will you write a quadratic equation? Everyone, in general, x square minus sum into x plus product. That is the usual way of writing, right? Which is equal to 0. X square minus 8 plus 15 is equal to minus 8x plus 15 is equal to 0. This is your quadratic equation. Which is that quadratic equation, people? Option B is your quadratic equation. Understood? Nihida, Bavadarni, Niniksha, Pujida, Srudi, Saumya, Sugrida. Everyone got this? Pravalika, you understood this? Yes. Libika, you got this? Yes. Over there, everyone got this? Purna, you got it? Yeah. So what are we doing over here? We know that the general way of constructing a quadratic equation is nothing but x square minus sum of the roots into x plus product of the root. Just now we discussed about that. Now sum of the root we can find, right? One root is 3, other root is what? 5. Then sum of the root will be what? Alpha plus beta. That is sum of the root, which is equal to 8. Then product of the root means what? Alpha into beta, or 3 into 5, which is equal to how much? 15. Two things are there. Pakka, Niniksha, Saumya, you understood that basic thing? Then what is the construction of quadratic equation formula? X square minus sum of the roots into product, sorry, plus product of the roots. Once again, sum of the roots into x plus product of the root. Now sum of the root is how much as per the question? 8. That means x square minus 8x plus product of the root is how much? 15. Plus 15 is equal to 0. Now what if they were giving the roots are 3 and 4? What will be the quadratic equation? Roots are 3 and 4. Alpha plus beta is equal to 7. Alpha beta is equal to how much? 12. That means it will look like x square minus 7x plus 12 is equal to 0. What if the roots are 5 and 19? X square minus 24x plus product of 5 and 19 is how much done? 95 is equal to 0. That's how you will write. I hope everyone understood. You might get a question, any one of it, if you are lucky. I will not say for sure and all. If you are lucky, you will get a question. Try pannunga. Tell me the answer accordingly. Your timer starts now. Okay. Check again. One more thing is there, I guess. Question was wrongly given in your examination. If you mark any of the option, you will get the answer. Yes, Darshana. Option A and C. Only C. Okay. A and B. Okay. Okay, we will check that. A and B. Only A. Few people are telling only A. Now look at the quadratic equation. Quadratic equation is what? 2x square plus 5x minus 3 is the quadratic equation. Can anyone tell me what is sum of the root? Sum of the root is nothing but alpha plus beta, which is how much? The sum is how much? Minus coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square, which is equal to minus coefficient of x is how much? Minus 5 divided by 2. That means alpha plus beta is equal to minus 5 by 2. That means option A is correct. Yes, that is perfectly correct. Now product is how much? Alpha beta, that is nothing but minus is there or no? C divided by A. What is the value of C over here? Minus 3 divided by what? 2, which is equal to how much? Minus 3 by 2, that is option B. Which options are correct? Option A and B are correct. Two options are correct. If you mark any of the one option, you will get the marks. If you don't mark any of the one option, you are like, our question is wrong, I will get the mark anyway, you will not get the mark. If you mark any of the option, you will get the marks, otherwise you will not get the marks. Keep it in your mind. Why I am very confident about it is because in the recent answer key of model test papers, the model test paper answer key, ICAI itself gave it, right? So they gave the options like in few questions they gave C or D, A or B. Likewise it was given. That means if you mark any of it, you will get the marks. If you mark both of it, I don't know. You only need to mark one option, right? So mark any of the option, you will get the marks. Got it? Understood? If so, in the question parungo, answer inga kodungo. Come on. Will you solve everything or will you do option hitting? Option hitting. First of all, have you studied mixed fraction in school? Yeah, we have studied. First of all, what is mixed fraction? For example, 2 1 by 6. What is 2 1 by 6 star? You will write it as 2 into 6 plus 1 divided by 6. Or since we have calculator, will you write it this way? Not at all, because I have shown you in chapter 4. When it is like 2 1 by 6, I will write it as what? 2 plus 1 by 6. Keep a note of it. When it is like 2 1 by 6, you will write it as 2 plus 1 by 6. Take your calculator and type 1 divided by 6 plus 2. How much is it then, people? 2.1666 or 2.1666. So similarly over here, 2 1 by 6 is there. Okay, fine. Then what if it is like 13 1 by 7? You will write it as 13 plus 1 by 7. So first you will do what? 1 divided by 7. Then plus 13. How much is it? 0, 5 or 4? 1, 4. Yes. 1, 4? 13.1428. Okay. So that is called as mixed fraction. Whenever mixed fraction is there, we will solve it this way. We will not try to create another LCM kind of scenario. We will not do that. We will directly solve it this way. Now, if you ask me, 2 1 by 6 can be written as what? RHS is how much then, people? 2 plus 1 by 6. How much is 2 plus 1 by 6? Take your calculator. 1 divided by 6 plus 2, which is equal to 2 point. Now what you will do? You will option hit. Option hit. If you want to solve, option hitting is the easiest method of substituting the values. Otherwise, it will take an eternity to solve this. Okay. Keep it in your mind. Accordingly, solve it for me, people. Which option is giving you the answer? Anyone got any options? Now, if you look carefully, have a look over here. Have a close look at this person. Everyone had a close look? What do you guys see in that? One person is the reciprocal of the other person. So, if you find the first value, if you find this value, then if you click M plus, then actually if you click divide equal to and click M plus, you will get this value also. You will get the sum when you click MRC. I will repeat it. If you find this value, if you click finding after this value, if you click divide equal to, you will get what? second value. Why? Because they are reciprocals to each other. So accordingly use the calculator. It will not take much time even though it looks like so much. Okay. Which option are you guys going to try? Try everyone. Let me check when you are getting the answer. Right. Timer starts now. Option A. Okay. Chacha, option A. Option D. C. Okay. So first I will try option A. Everyone take your calculator. Even I will take my calculator. Okay. Option A is how much? X is equal to 4 by 13. Correct? That means root of what is remaining? Option A I am trying. 4 divided by 13 divided by 1 minus 4 by 13 plus inverse of whatever it is. So I will write it as root of 1 minus 4 by 13 divided by what? 4 by 13. We need to check whether it is coming to the answer. First you will do what? Will you find denominator or numerator first? We will find denominator first. Everyone take your calculator. Type 4 divided by 13. Type 4 divided by 13. What is the sign in front of that? So you will click which button? Plus or minus button you will click. Then you need to add what? Plus 1. So everyone got the denominator. How will you take the denominator to the numerator? Divide equal to. Then multiply it with 4. Divide with what? 13. Then click equal to. That means you got the entire value inside the root. Then you should click what, people? Root sign. Once you click root sign, you will click which button? M plus button. That means we are saving this entire value in our calculator memory. Everyone do that along with me. Clear the memory first. 4 divided by 13. Then click which button? Plus or minus button. Then what? Plus 1. Then you will do what? Divide equal to. Multiply it with what? 4 divide by what? 13. Then click equal to. Then click root. Then you will click which button? M plus button. Now I told you this entire value, whatever, how much value you got on calculator, everyone? 0.66666666, right? That is nothing but this entire value. If I take the inverse of this value, I will get the second value. Correct? How to take the inverse? Divide equal to. Everyone click divide equal to on your calculator. Divide equal to. After clicking divide equal to, you will click what? M plus again. Why? Because we need to save that value also in calculator, right? You click M plus. Then finally click MRC. How much you got? MRC. That is how much, people? 2.16666. That means LHS is equal to RHS. In which option? Option A. Understood. So if you would have substituted and did LCM and all, it will take eternity. You will not solve it on time. Okay. This is the easiest method. I hope that everyone got this. Even if anyone did not get, check again the same steps. Clear the memory and do it again in calculator. You will get the answer. Okay. So this is basically what we did in the first day, the calculation tricks day. Yes. Okay. Done. Similar question you will find again in the future. I will give it in chapter number 1. Okay. Similar type of calculations are there in chapter number 1. That will be little more advanced compared to this. Anyway, that is also required for us, right? Yes. If so, people, everyone, nature of the root, very important part. Next one, Nature of the root is found using which method? Using the value of b square minus 4ac. B square minus 4ac is called by another name. In school and all, we used to call another name for b square minus 4ac. Anyone remember? Discriminant. You remember that b square minus 4ac is called as discriminant. Sometimes they will say that the discriminant value is equal to 0. Instead of saying b square minus 4ac is equal to 0, they will say that discriminant is equal to 0. So people, listen carefully. What are the roots of quadratic equation? The alpha is equal to minus b plus root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Then beta is equal to what? The minus b minus root of b square minus 4ac divided by what? 2a. Now I am taking you to the condition. Now people, what if discriminant is equal to 0? That is b square minus 4ac is equal to 0. Alpha will be how much? If I'll write first case, I'll write the first case over here. First case, b square minus 4ac is equal to 0. That means alpha is equal to how much? The minus b divided by 2a. Can anyone tell me beta is equal to how much then? Minus b divided by 2a. What did you understand from that? The roots are equal and they are real. Make a note of it, people. Very important. There were questions based on this. What if b square minus 4ac is equal to 0? The answer is what? The roots are real and equal. That is very important. Real and what? Equal. Real and equal. Second one, people. If b square minus 4ac is greater than 0 and a perfect square. What do you mean by perfect square? Anyone remember perfect square? Perfect square means 4 is a perfect square because 2 square is 4. Then 3 square is how much? 9. Then 10 square is how much? 100. 20 square is how much? 400. Then 14 square is how much? Accordingly, you can write one by one. Are you getting my point? So perfect square is when we take a root, we will get a proper natural number. That is the meaning of perfect square. Now b square minus 4ac is a perfect square. Then alpha will be what? Alpha will be minus b plus or minus root of, for example, I am putting a perfect square inside. Let it be 100 divided by 2. Then example, okay, not the real case, example. Beta is equal to minus b minus root of 100 divided by what? 2. Now this will become what? A minus b plus 10 by 2. Beta will become what? Minus b minus 10 by 2. Are they equal? Are they equal? Minus b plus 10 and minus b minus 10, are they equal? No. No. It's not equal. 5 plus 10 is how much? 15. 5 minus 10 is how much? Minus 5. So they are not equal. So people, whenever they are b square minus 4ac is greater than 0 and a perfect square, we will say that the roots are real, rational and what? Distinct, or we will say use the word what? Unequal. Okay. Yes. When b square minus 4ac is greater than 0 and a perfect square, the roots are real, distinct and rational. Now, b square minus 4ac is not a perfect square. There will be a square root sign. The root will not go off. Then we will say that they are real, distinct and irrational. Make a note of it. Next one was the May 25 question. B square minus 4ac is less than 0. The roots are imaginary. The roots are not real. Okay, we are imagining it or imaginary because root of minus will come into the picture. Make a note of all of this. Any one of it can be a question for you. Okay, any one can be a question or one way or the other way. Yes, make a note. Done? Yes. Sudarshan done? Yes. Punashri done? Yes. Punish? Yes. Krishna? We have studied this. All of you have studied this? Is someone who did not study this in school? Everyone studied this, huh? Because I think it's 9th or 8th. It was there basically from that time. Is it Akshaya? It was there, right? Yes. Because I forgot. It was long years. I don't know. Any syllabus change happened to your max. I don't know whether 1 plus 1 is equal to 2 for you guys. But it will be there. No matter what, it will be there. Few things. An example for not perfect square, yes, I can give it. People, I'm giving a random question to you, okay? I want you to find the roots of the quadratic equation which I am going to give you. X square plus 6x plus 7 is equal to 0. Can you find the roots? Alpha will be what? The minus b, that is minus 6 plus or minus root of b square. B square is how much? The b square is 36 minus 4 into a into c is how much? 4 into 1 into 7 is 28 divided by what? Divided by how much? The 2 into 1, that is 2. Then beta is how much? Can anyone tell me beta? Minus 6. Okay, we wrote plus over here, right? Then beta is equal to how much? Minus 6 minus root of 36 minus 28 divided by 2. Now alpha is how much, people? Minus 6 plus how much? Root of 36 minus 8, 28 is how much? The 8 divided by what? 2. This will become how much? Minus 6 minus root of how much? 8 divided by 2. If you ask me, is 8 a perfect square? No, 8 is not a perfect square. 4 is a perfect square. Then 9 is a perfect square. So it will look like this. Understood, Soumya? Yes. If you want to solve much better, I mean, you can use calculator and get the exact value and all. That is not required now. I'll show you a question where is it required also. Now, get me the first question. B square minus 4ac is a perfect square but not equal to 0. The roots are what? Real, rational and unequal or distinct. Correct? If it was 0, we could have said that they are equal and real. Here it is what? Real, rational and what? Unequal or distinct. That is important. Next question inga parango. Find the positive value of k for which the equations will have real roots. Real roots means what are the possibilities? It should be greater than or equal to what? 0. What should be greater than or equal to 0? B square minus 4ac should be greater than or equal to 0. Whenever it is real root, I used to say that b square minus 4ac is greater than or equal to 0, right? Yeah, did I say anything else? Check here. B square minus 4ac equal to 0. Real. B square minus 4ac is greater than 0. Real. B square minus 4ac is greater than 0. Real. B square minus 4ac is less than 0. Imaginary, not real. Now people, whenever the roots are greater than 0, I mean b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, we will say that the roots are real. Make a note of it. Real roots means which implies what? B square minus 4ac is greater than or equal to 0, or I can directly write b square minus 4ac is equal to 0 because we just need to find the value of k, right? So I will write b square minus 4ac is equal to 0, any one of it. Now first equation, what is the value of b? K square minus 4 into a is how much in the first equation? Coefficient of x square is how much? 1. So put 1 over there into c is how much? 64 is equal to 0. From here you tell me the answer. K square minus 4 into 64 is how much? 256 is equal to 0. K square is equal to 256. K is equal to plus or minus root of 256. How much is root 256? 16. Plus or minus 16 is the answer. But looking at the option, only one option is there. What is the answer? Option B is your answer. Understood, people? So there can be question and it is very easy to solve. Just you need to know when it is real, b square minus 4ac is greater than or equal to 0. Okay. Next one, people, have a look over this. Quadratic equation x square minus 2kx plus 16 is equal to 0 will have equal roots when k is what? When was the case of equal roots? B square minus 4ac is equal to 0. Equal roots means what? B square minus 4ac is equal to 0. Substitute the value of b. B is how much now? Minus 2k. Minus 2k the whole square minus 4 into 1 into c is how much? 16, which is equal to 0. Now people, minus 2k the whole square will become what? Minus 2 the whole square is how much? 4. K square is K is the whole square is how much? K square. Minus 4 into 16 is how much, people? 64 is equal to 0. Now you tell me what is 4k square. 4k square is equal to 64. K square is equal to how much? 16. K is equal to plus or minus root 16, which is equal to what? Plus or minus 4. Which option is the answer, people? Option D. Purinjada. Very easy, right? One of the easiest question, and you can expect questions like this. If you check MDP, RTP or anywhere, questions like this are always there. Very direct. Very, very direct. Yes. Now one question for everyone. Listen carefully to me. Alpha, we found one of the root. Okay, it is an irrational root, I am going to say. We found alpha is equal to 3 plus root 5. Can anyone tell me what will be beta? Yeah, beta will be what? 3 minus root 5. Why? Because only the irrational term ka sign is changing, correct? So I can say beta is nothing but 3 minus root 5. Then people, if I say alpha is equal to 10 plus root 6, what will be beta? 10 minus root 6. Then people, if alpha is equal to 5 minus root 2, what will be beta? 5 plus root 2. Everyone knows this, right? Anyone have any issue with this? If so, make a note of it. If one root of the quadratic equation is given to be p plus root q, other root will be what? P minus root q. There were many questions like this. I'll show you how they ask the question. First question, everyone listen carefully. One root of the quadratic equation is 2 plus root 5. Then the quadratic equation is what is the question? People, one root, alpha is equal to what? 2 plus root 5. Then can anyone tell me what is beta? 2 minus root 5, obviously. Now, then tell me what is alpha plus beta? Sum of the root. Sum of roots. Can anyone tell me sum of the roots? That is nothing but 2 plus root 5. Then plus 2 minus root 5. Minus root 5 plus root 5 cancel. 2 plus 2 is how much? 4. So sum is equal to 4. Can anyone tell me product? Product is nothing but alpha beta, which is nothing but 2 plus root 5. This is not alpha, this is 2. 2 plus root 5 into 2 minus root 5. Yeah, we are going again back to our first standard. Yes, I'll explain that, Soumya. A minus b into a plus b is equal to how much? A square minus b square. So people, with that idea, 2 plus root 5 into 2 minus root 5 will be equal to how much? Which is equal to 2 square minus root 5 the whole square, which is equal to 4 minus 5. Answer is how much? The minus 1. So people, we have sum of the root, we have product of the root. How to construct a quadratic equation? X square minus of sum into x plus product is equal to what? 0. Now you tell me what is the answer? X square minus 4x minus 1 is equal to 0. Which option is the answer, people? Option A? Nope. Option B? Yes. Option B is the answer. Understood the meaning? How to get the answer? Everyone understood, right? Very easy. Just take the product of the root, sum of the root. Okay. Very conceptual question if you ask me. Solve this meanwhile. Then I will do the explanation part of the other one. Solve the first question. People, listen carefully. One root is what? Alpha. That is root 3 plus 2. Then beta will be how much? Don't say root 3 minus 2. The sign in front of the root is only changing. Correct? Sign in front of what is changing? Sign in front of root is changing. So that instead of writing alpha is equal to root 3 plus 2, you will write it as what? 2 plus root 3. Beta is equal to what, people? 2 minus root 3. Don't change the sign in front of the numerical value and all. Numerical value in the sense your natural number and all. You will only change it in the front of what? The root. Why? Because the general formula is minus b plus or minus root. So it will only change in front of the root value. Get me the answer.
Option B. 4.
Is it? Get me the answer. Yeah. Please, everyone try. The timer starts now. Any answers? Which option? Option B. D. Okay. Pakka. Yes, let me try. First of all, people, we need to find the sum of the root. Correct? What is sum of the root? Sum is equal to alpha plus beta, which is equal to 2 plus root 3 plus 2 minus root 3, which is equal to how much? 4. Or you can directly write 2 plus 2, which is equal to 4. That is also fine. Alpha beta is how much, sir? Alpha beta is nothing but 2 plus root 3 into 2 minus root 3, which is equal to what? 4 minus 3, which is equal to 1. A square minus b square, which is equal to 1. Everyone got that? Now sum and product we got. Product is this much. Now what is the general form of writing a quadratic equation? What will be the quadratic equation? That is nothing but x square minus sum into x plus what? Product of the terms into product of the root is equal to 0. That will become x square minus 4x plus what? Plus product, which is equal to how much? 1 is equal to 0. Now you should tell me, instead of a, who is sitting here? A is equal to 1. Instead of p, who is sitting here? Minus 4. So answer is what? Minus 4 comma 1. Which option is the answer? Option C is the answer. Right answer, Soumya. Good.
Next question.
Same question only. Yes. Which is the answer for this? Option C. Everyone understood the method? Where you made the mistake, everyone understood the mistake? Yes. Everyone. Because I laughed when you said the answer itself. The reason is, wherever I took class, till in my entire experience of teaching, everywhere, wherever it be, people will make mistake on this question. The reason is, they will not consider this minus sign. Okay, everyone will make mistake. That's why, even though I don't know whether the answer was correct or not, that's why I know that it will be wrong for many people, because you are like, what, sir, I want to get the answer first. Yeah, that urgency. Then when I said check again, you're like, no sir, correct. Yes. Got the answer? Everyone? Now one person asked, what is an irrational number? What is an irrational number, da? Root 3 we will say. Why root 3? Nobody knows, huh? What is an irrational number? No type of... no. What is an irrational number? Yeah. Recurring in the sense? Now, basically, recurring we can't say it as a major thing. Now, take your calculator up. Everyone type 2. Take your calculator, type 2. Then type root. It is what? 1.4142135623 something you are getting, right? Is there a repeating pattern of it? Type 5 and click root. You are getting 2.23606779774 etc is going. So an irrational number means this decimal we will get right. That decimal, there will not be a pattern. For example, pi. What is the value of pi? 3.14. It will go on forever. Yeah, it will go on forever. Like this, it will go on forever. So there will not be any repeating pattern in the decimal part. That is called as what? Irrational number. No repeating pattern. Okay, repeating pattern is not there. That is an irrational number. If there is a repeating pattern, then it is what? Then it is a what? We will call it as what? A rational number. For example, 1 by 3. Type 1 by 3. Is it a rational number? How much is it? 0.33333. You are getting it. Are you getting my point? There is a repeating pattern. That is a rational number. Yes. Everyone pray for your maths teacher in first standard or second standard. Fine. Look this question, people. Is the same question same? Both the questions are same. The only difference was this. They gave root 3 plus 2. Here they gave what? The 2 plus root 3. So root 3 plus 2, many people will make mistake. First mistake will be, they will be writing root 3 minus 2. Is that correct? No. You should only change the sign in front of the irrational number. Okay. Same question as 29. Now the next one. So I'll write it. Same as 29th question. Okay. Fine. You can get the answer. Now the next one. I am telling one root is reciprocal of the other root. What do you mean by reciprocal of the other root? For example, one root is 2, other root will be what? 1 by 2. If one root is 10, other root will be 1 by 10. If one root is 20, other root will be 1 by 20. Now, if one root is alpha, other root will be 1 by alpha. So, people, if the roots are reciprocal to each other, the product of the root will be equal to how much? 1. Make a note of it. Make a note of it. If one root is reciprocal to the other, then the product will always be equal to 1. This question actually came like a one-word question also in the previous year. If one root is reciprocal of the other, they gave sum will be this, product will be this, product is equal to 1. So answer is what? Product will be always equal to 1. Product of the root. Can anyone tell me when ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 is given? What is the product of the root? Constant term divided by coefficient of x. That means c by a will be equal to what? 1. Okay, keep it in your mind. First question, people, have a look over here. Roots of the quadratic equation 3x square minus 14x plus k is equal to 0 are reciprocal to each other. Reciprocal to each other means what? The product is equal to 1. Product is equal to 1. Now you tell me what is the product. Product is nothing but constant term divided by coefficient of x square, which is equal to how much, people? That is constant term is how much over here divided by 1. Constant term is how much over here? K. Divided by coefficient of x square is how much over here? 3. Which is equal to what? 1. Now you tell me what is the value of k. K is equal to 3. Cross multiplying. Which option is the answer? Option C is your answer. They will ask question like this. Very easy questions. If you get a question like this, you are lucky. If so, people, I will give you we have few more questions. We can finish it. It's possible. Give me 10 more minutes. It will be done. Get me the answer for this. This chapter and the previous 2 chapters, right? Combination. Then what else was pending? Which one we didn't? Linear inequality. Then equation. Tomorrow I'll conduct the test. Anyway, today we have the 1 hour test, right? 2 hour test, right? So we'll focus on that and accordingly we'll go about it. Okay. Get me the answer. What are they telling? One root of the quadratic equation is given over here. Is what? Is reciprocal of the other. What happens when they are reciprocal of the other? Product will be equal to what? 1. That means product is how much over here? The constant term. That is constant term divided by coefficient of x square is equal to 1. Constant term is how much? 3 into 7 plus m divided by how much is the coefficient of x square over here? 1, which is equal to 1. Open the bracket, people. 3 into 7 is how much? 21 plus 3 into m is how much? 3m, which is equal to how much? 1. From this, can I write 21 goes to the other side? It will become 3m is equal to 1 minus 21. That means 3m is equal to how much? Minus 20. M is equal to how much? Minus 20 divided by 3 is how much? Minus 6.666 or 6.666 or 6.33? 6.6666. Now tell me which is the nearest answer. Minus 7 is the nearest answer. Nearest answer is minus 7. Any other nearest answer? No. Answer option A is your nearest answer. Everyone understood? Got the point? How is the chapter till now? Very easy chapter, but few complications are there. How to overcome the complication? Solve it more times and solve the same type of question again and again and solve the workbook. That is the only way to travel or only way to skip the complication. There, as I told, sometimes they will ask complicated question from chapter number 2. If you get a complicated question, will you start solving and no matter what I will start solving, that thing will come into your mind? No, don't do that. If you are not getting the answer, what will you do? Next question. So what do you think? All the type of complicated question they will ask? No, it will not be like that. They'll give an easy question. 2 or more easy question will also be there. 2 or more other concept based question will also be there all the time. Keep it in your mind. Never get stuck in a certain question all the time. That will actually make you fail the exam. That is the only thing which will make students who study everything fail the exam. Yes, I will do that, Bhavadharani. I wanted to make a change in one of the workbook. That's why I couldn't change the, answer key of one of the workbook. That's why I didn't share it. I need to share the rest of it. Okay. Look here. என்ன கொடுத்திருக்கு இங்க? If one of the equation x square minus 3x plus k is equal to 0 is 2. Sorry, one of the root of the equation x square minus 3x plus k is equal to 0 is 2. Find the value of k. Can anyone suggest me a method? Can anyone suggest me a method? Root means what? Root means what? It will satisfy the equation. We started off with that. I told you, if you put the root in the equation will be equal to 0. So what you will do? Put x is equal to what? 2. Everyone got? What are we going to do? Since one of the root is 2, we can say that root 2 will satisfy the equation. If I put that 2 over here, we will get that k value. Correct? Put 2 over there. That will become 2 square minus 3 into 2 plus k is equal to 0. 2 square is how much, da? 2 square is how much? 4. Minus 6 plus k is equal to 0. That means minus 2 plus k is equal to 0. Answer is how much? K is equal to 2. Understood the meaning? Anyone is having doubt over that question? What did I do over here? I just put the values of what? I just put the value of the solution of one of the solution. Do you know the second root of the equation? No, we don't know. We might need to find it, but they said one of the root is 2. If one of the root is alpha, if I put alpha instead of x, I will get the equation is equal to how much? 0. Root is nothing but which satisfy the equation. That is the basic meaning of what? Root. Understood? So that's all, people, for the day. We will continue from tomorrow with the rest of it. Okay, we have few more things. Very less. Few more things are there. Then one more final. Just solve it. Solve it. Direct question. Direct question. You can get the answer. If p and q are the roots of the equation x square minus bx plus c. Okay. P and q are the roots of what equation? X square minus bx plus c. Okay. So can you find me what is p plus q? Sum of the root. Sum is equal to what? P plus q. What is order? P plus q is how much? Minus of coefficient of x divided by 1, which is equal to how much? B. Then what is pq? Product is how much? Product PQ is equal to what, people? Product PQ is equal to C by 1, which is equal to C. We have P plus Q value and we have P into Q value. Now, if you ask me, what is the equation whose roots are PQ plus P plus Q? PQ is how much, da? C. C plus P plus Q is how much, da? B. So, C plus B is one root and another root is how much? PQ is how much, people? C. Now, minus of, can I write it as P plus Q? If I take a minus common outside, it will be becoming what? Minus of P plus Q. Instead of P plus Q, you will put what, people? B. So, what are the roots? C plus B and C minus B. Can anyone tell me the sum? Sum is nothing but C plus B plus C minus B, which is equal to how much? 2C. Then product is how much, da, people? Product is nothing but C plus B into C minus B, which is equal to C square minus B square. So product also we have. Since you have the sum and the product, what is the general way of writing a quadratic equation? X square minus sum into x plus product, which is equal to x square minus sum is how much, people? 2c into x plus product is how much, people? C square minus B square is equal to 0. Which option is giving you the answer, people? Option. Very good question. So they just connected two quadratic equation and I asked us the question. Okay. Yes. With that, we are winding up the class.